What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? Let me know if y'all can hear me. If you can hear me in the chat, say something. Say hello. Say hello. Awesome. 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 All right, all right. So before I bring on a guest that we're going to get into talking about some pretty unconventional ways that we can earn as graphic designers and also creatives, but I'm going to bring to you an entrepreneur in the healthcare space so we can expand our minds about what we can create and how we can really have impact as well. So before I do that, y'all make sure that you go to the Facebook page and you share this video. Share this video, y'all, because I'm going to be bringing on some heavy hitting entrepreneurs to share their journey with you, share how they design their lives. And the least we can do is share this information so that we can all benefit from this. Okay. There I am. There I am. How y'all doing? And if you don't mind, because I'm gonna be trying not to go between like Facebook and all of that. I want to make sure that that we can get the most that we can out of this session. So y'all make sure y'all share. If you share, I may have a special prize for you all. Let's see. Let's get so tonight we're a little light right now. I know everybody's still recovering from Thanksgiving festivities. So yes, if you go to this link right here and you share this live video right now, go ahead and make a comment that you shared. All right. If we get 25 shares, 25 shares before, let's say before 6:30. Let's get what's up, Rob? Thank you. This is template. I forget which template number this is. Maybe y'all can help me out. What template number is this? I think it's 150 something. I'm not sure. Boy, y'all be y'all ain't getting no jigs for 25 shares now. Y'all not getting a discount on the jigs for 25 shares. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Y'all might surprise me. 25 shares. Yeah. 25 shares. And what we'll do is I will give away one free template. If you get 50 shares, I will give away 3. I'm missing my straw. Y'all got me all nervous because I see Erica talking about what? 154. Thank you, LH. Yes, this is template number 154. Cool, cool. All right. So without further ado, I'm gonna let y'all handle y'all business. Y'all know how to share by now. Y'all know how to go to this my Facebook page, and you know how to share the live video. You know sharing is caring. Look, Tampa says share 5 times. Awesome. Tampa be trying to put y'all on. She understands that teamwork makes the dream work and that information changes situations. So I'm about to bring y'all some information that will surely change your situations. And even if it's something that you are not considering personally a healthcare business, and this one particularly an ambulance business, I don't know if any of us have even thought that type of career is possible to build for ourselves. But I'm going to bring you someone who not only teaches other people how to do it, but has done it successfully himself and created a 7-figure company doing this as well. So we're going to expand our minds and understand that there are several ways to make money as an entrepreneur out here, but also how we can work together with companies in the healthcare space to help them brand and promote their products. So we're going to have a conversation tonight. This isn't necessarily your typical type of interview. This is really a conversation where I am basically acting as you. I'm asking all the questions you want to ask. I'm facilitating the conversation. I want y'all to have fun. I want you to get engaged and maybe not literally, but just get engaged into the conversation. Okay. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on my friend Hans at The Real Solopreneur. Hans, you ready? I see you in the back end. You ready? Backstage? Let's get you on.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? What's
Hey,
going on? What
what's
is going
good?
on, y'all?
Okay, now I gave a little slight introduction here, but I would love for you to tell the people who you are and what you do.
Okay, no, definitely. Thank you first and foremost. My name is Hans Fakir. I am on IG as the Real Solopreneur. and also known as the healthcare entrepreneur. What I do is help people get into the healthcare industry, mainly by owning their own EMS company or starting their own home healthcare service, and really just helping them generate, 6 figures a month sometimes to 7 figures annually, just getting into the healthcare industry. So my goal is to just really change the narrative and show people that to make a lot of money in healthcare, you don't need to go to college, you don't need a degree. There's a lot of things we can do, and there's a lot of things that we can own without having a degree and having a lot of years of, college behind us and student loans and stuff like that. So that's what my specialty is, man. I've been blessed to be able to help other people own their, start their own companies.
Amen. So how long have you been in this space, as a professional in general, and then how long as an entrepreneur?
Oof, 2007. I was a firefighter EMT, so I've always been in healthcare. I've been in the ER. I worked in urgent care. I worked in urgent cares in 2015, 16. I started to step out on faith and start my own ambulance company. So you figure 6 years I've been doing it, going strong. And for the last year and a half, I've been blessed, like I said, to help several others start their own ambulance company and bring some good income in. So it's
Wow.
been a while, man. I got it. 2007. You talking about what? How many years is that? 15 years?
Yeah, we got some time in there. That you know what
Yeah,
happens in
I'm,
entrepreneur years though, I think that's like, we don't think of it like real time
yeah,
because
I'm
it's
hiding the
really
gray hairs. I got that hat on. So yeah, I, I like what they call seasoned. I'm a seasoned entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur all my life.
yeah.
Born in New York, grew up in Miami. I was DJing. I was a mortgage broker. I
Hmm.
was always just believing that I was more than what my paycheck showed me I was. So with that mindset, I just always had a side hustle.
Right.
And now I haven't worked for somebody for forever, and I'm never doing that again. That's against my religion.
Amen. Amen. So let me ask you all in the chat here. How many of you, and just give me a one in the chat, if you have your, like pretty much your entire life, or at least since childhood, you can remember always finding a way to make resources out of what was seemingly nothing. Like you're going to make a way, you're going to find a way to, to get those extra snacks, or you're going to find a way to afford whatever it is that broke down on the car. You're going to find a way, like you're constantly figuring out ways, figuring out solutions, and you have that true entrepreneurial spirit. If that's you, I want you to put a one in the chat, because I need you all to understand that this is a blessing to even have this type of drive. Listen, I know it comes with a lot. It comes with a brain that doesn't turn off when you go to sleep. Yeah, look at all the ones in the chat. This is phenomenal. This is what we need to be experiencing with others so that we understand, number one, you're not crazy, and how you feel and how you operate, it is very, very far from crazy. In fact, it is closer to genius than we like to give credit for, because you have to be a problem solver that can come up with not only a way to fix an issue, but to create money, like to create money out of pretty much ideas, right? So you are highly creative, you are highly in your element. And the thing is, we just need to be exposed to more people who are doing this thing so that we feel not only up to do what it is, but we feel encouraged, we feel obligated, we feel like it's our duty, and that we can't live any other way. So I totally get it. I see all of these ones in the chat right now. I want you all to give yourself some flowers, give yourself some roses, because this is what we need to feel. We need to be encouraged in what we're doing right now as entrepreneurs. It's not easy, but it's definitely worth it. Y'all quit sharing the video to the Innate Creators Facebook group. Y'all trying to get them little cheap shares. Your timeline. Share it now. If you share it to your group, let us know. We'll shout your group out, because we're all about helping you promote. You helping us promote, we're going to help you. Okay. So anyone here in the healthcare space, if you're in the healthcare space, go ahead and give me a two in the chat. In the healthcare space at all, or have any interest in the healthcare space, give me a two right now. And there's a little bit, Hans, I don't know if you can you see the comments on your end? If you
I
click
can't.
on, okay.
I can't. What do I got
So
to do that? I was wondering about that.
yeah, you should be able to see them on the, I think on your screen, it might be on the right-hand side.
I
It says
see it. I
comments. You
see
see
it. Okay, cool.
that? Okay.
Please do not share the video to innate creator. Oh,
Oh, you don't,
that's Erica. Yeah.
That's my
Share
admin.
your screen.
That's Erica. You know, she'll get loose with the rules. She finna get in. Okay, so let's see. So we do have some people in the healthcare field. Awesome. We got
I
a
love it.
CNA. Awesome,
How
awesome.
do how do I add my Instagram to the healthcare? Well,
You said, how do you add your
connect.
Instagram to the healthcare, Hans?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
like put it on my comments, right? So can I add it to the comments?
Yeah. Would you want to? Your Instagram is right down the screen, love. You see where it says Hans at the Real Solopreneur?
Ah, you're the
Yeah.
best. Let me
Yep.
tell
Yep.
y'all don't understand how blessed y'all are to have Shannon. She's actually my accountability partner, which definitely on this whole different level, man. I was blessed to discover who she was in the last quarter of 2022. And I immediately gravitated towards her and I was like, man, you guys don't understand how knowledgeable she is. Like this chick, she's on a whole nother level. And I was like, yo, we gotta collab. I gotta have you hold me accountable. But I mean, in all fairness, I always ask her, what can I do? Because I feel like she's doing more for me than I'm doing for her. Man, I'm telling y'all, and y'all, what she's dropping for y'all, I mean, it's unexplainable. It's like you cannot even put a price on it. I'm not even just saying this because I'm on the phone with her. I tell her this, I mean, because I'm not on the live with her. I tell her this every other day, like, yo, keep me posted, call me for this, and then she'll just figure some crap out like, oh, you just gotta do this. I'm like, damn, like the value she brings, man, y'all blessed, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Like she's a walking him 500 Neo Davis. What's the other guy? All of them put in one. So it's like,
Oh, that's so sweet.
yo,
Hans, don't
I'm
be making
tired to
me
the hip.
blush and stuff on my channel. Don't do
Well, I
that.
mean, you are like your time.
I appreciate
2023
that.
is gonna be major.
Yeah, and you know what? I feel that because, and I think we're all in this space where our goal is to really see others win, and that's how we measure our success. And I think that's why people like us, are kindred spirits, and we gravitate towards one another because it means nothing for me to say not nothing. I'm not going to belittle it and call it nothing for me to say, okay, well, I'm on the path to my 7-figure year, right? But that doesn't mean anything if I can't bring people with me, if I can't get people to understand that's what's within them to take to the next level. So my success is really rooted in the success of others, and I know that's how you are. As a healthcare entrepreneur, your goals that you see for other people are even greater than the goals that you have for yourself. But I would love for you to tell us about what it is to have your own ambulance company. Like, what does that even look like? What does it require? And how is that something that you're able to teach others how to do?
Man, just to really start off, like to have your own ambulance company is like you can't put into words how it feels. Like to see your ambulance driving down the street, to know that you got employees. At my greatest, I was at 22 employees. So that's just unbelievable. Like you not just you're owning a real company. You still dealing with Medicare, Medicaid. You are um dealing with workman's comp. Like there's so much to being an entrepreneur and opening your own company. It's just crazy. So, but being able to be blessed enough to take care of other people is where, it's just amazing. You know what I mean? When you get Christmas cards and birthday cards and
Mm-hmm.
invites to, unfortunately, funerals, but the
Mm-hmm.
whole nine, it's like
Right.
people include you in their family dynamics and it just makes you just appreciate it. The money comes, I tell people all the time, like once you really get invested in this situation, the money's secondary because the feeling that you get and the way you invest in people is really the goal. And you're investing in your employees. So that's why, like, even linking up with you, it was just the apparel that we wear, some of the marketing, and how we come up with some of the creative shirts and stuff that we give to our patients, our social workers, is imperative to stand out. When you have other companies soliciting some of the same places that you do. So, I told you, hey, I got to do a live with you to let people know that, creating a brand and helping all these, we're healthcare people. We don't know anything about brands, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's why we got to come to people like you to show us, like, how can we come up with a design for marketing, recruiting, that'll help us, that'll set us apart from all the other companies. We want to still stay up with the times. So this is just important, another important piece for me to help my mentees become successful, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and stuff like that. So the goal is to help people have fun while you're doing it, be creative while you're doing it, and
Mm-hmm.
generate, a nice income where you don't have to really work as hard anymore.
Right. And here's another thing too. Like what you're saying is spot on. And sometimes what we need to do is bring our realization as creatives to like application base. So in our world, we're thinking, okay, well, we make these creative things and we don't know who all can use them. And in actuality, everyone, every industry, every discipline can use our talents, right? Just like there is never going to be a shortage of healthcare entrepreneurs just as long as health is required to live, right? So
Facts.
we need to start understanding where these things overlap and where we can start marketing ourselves to really be unique. So, for instance, like I'll help Hans with a social media post, right? So that involves graphic design. We are looking at a clothing or apparel line that he's launching very soon, right? That's another place where these skills and services can come into place. So that's helping people in his industry as well understand the power of branding. So not only just branding for like apparel, but you've got uniforms, you've got the graphics that go into your content creation, you have the graphics and the applications that go into your vehicle design and the pamphlets and the things that you offer people to represent your business. So what I did initially to introduce us to this market, which was t-shirts, was great. But I want you to know that what you did was you allowed yourself to really get great at a high level skill, which is Photoshop. That's a high level skill, or whatever creative path that you're on. Now that you have that high level skill, how are you going to use it, and what are you going to leverage that to do? And I suggest that you start leveraging it in professional realms, because here's one thing, Hans, that I don't know if you know about in our industry. What we struggle with is, as creatives, we love to make things, but we make these one-off type of products and we spend a lot of time making something, and it's not necessarily replicatable, duplicatable, or something that will scale, right? And you in
Yeah.
business, you know all about scaling. So what
Hmm.
we're doing on the design side is saying, well, hey, you can actually scale this if you start working with other businesses, right? You're
Exactly.
doing uniforms or logos or content creation, like you're helping people with their Instagram posts and maybe even videos and other creatives. This is a way that you can be an evergreen business. Like people will need you all
Yo,
year round, every moment of the day. They'll call you at the last moment because they need a Facebook or Instagram post, right, Hans?
oh my God, yeah, all day of the week, twice on Saturday. And it's crazy because it goes further. So basically, when you take care of certain patients and you're constantly picking up the same patient, you got to realize that a lot of the stuff that you see is going to have a brand on it. So imagine you go into a dialysis center, and the in dialysis centers, most of the time it's very, very cold. And so if you're a company that provides blankets for your patient and it has your logo and it has your brand on it, that's going to make other patients look at you and say, wait, my company didn't do this. You know, everything with healthcare, it's all about branding. It's about putting your name on, mouse pads, cups, hats, and the social workers eat this stuff up. I'm talking about if you guys really want to scale your healthcare industry, you can't go soliciting to social workers empty-handed. You got to come with some really great branding. And that's how you're going to really continuously last in the healthcare industry. A lot of it, 90% of it is how you take care of the patient. But how do you get in the door to even get a patient? It's basically about how you brand yourself and what products you got when you are soliciting the social workers, facility administrators, and doctors. They're looking at what you come with, and you never want to go empty handed.
So Hans, in your space, where do you feel the people that make it the most or make it to be the most successful? What do you think they have in common?
Customer service is
Mm,
definitely one,
mm-hmm.
right? Honesty is two. Like if you can't pick up a patient, if there's something you can't do, you don't just look at the financial aspect and just you want to be honest with the social worker or whoever's referring you or giving you that contract. Because your word is everything,
Mm.
right? In healthcare. Your word is everything. You're taking care of someone's health, right? And number two is your presentation. Number three is your presentation. What do I come with? What does my uniform look like? How professional does it look? How can I make it stand out more than anyone else?
Mhm.
What supplies can I give to my patients to let them know that their trust in me is valued. Their trust in my company is valued. What is it going to cost me to spend a couple $100 giving a patient a branded uh, uh, um, a branded blanket
Mhm.
or a hat or even headphones that you guys can create? How do I do that and continue to make sure that wherever that patient goes, or even a social worker that's wearing a hoodie with my company's name on it and walking
Mhm.
around the dialysis center, like, so it's imperative to like meet the right people to make sure that you got your brand going.
Right. Well, you know what, the way that you're bringing that to us helps us understand how we're useful, because I help people pull out of themselves all the time what it is that they're truly valued for, and most of the time it's stuff that we don't even value ourselves. Like we think it's so insignificant or so small, but you're helping us understand how important we are, even in an industry that we may not even be thinking about. So I appreciate that so much. So
The
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the healthcare industry is $1 billion industry. I just
Mhm.
tapped in 6 years ago and realized that I made my first $1 million in 2017, 2018. And I never thought, as much as I have an entrepreneurial heart and spirit, I never thought I'd see like, yo, when my CPA was like, you did 1,000,008. I was like, what? I
Come
did
on.
what?
Let that 1,000,008 sneak up
A
on me like
million
that.
eight.
Come on.
Man, my first 6 months I did 608,000. And you're not even like thinking about it because you just enjoy what you do.
Right.
So the healthcare industry is not going anywhere. I just try to show people like, yo, the doors are open for all of us. Like I got a pharmacy that I'm gonna open up in 2023. I'm not a pharmacist. I got a home health. I'm not a nurse. I got an ambulance company. I got a doctor working for me. So I want to change the narrative. I want to make sure people understand that we can actually take care of the people within our neighborhood.
Right.
And we can find licensed people to open up these companies that we never thought. We
Mm.
never imagined that we could open up. Like my goal is to open up my own medical center. And I don't have a college degree.
You
So I
know what?
sit here in front of you guys without a college degree. I dropped out a year and a half.
Let's
So
talk about that. Like this is, and I'm smiling because this is right on time, because everyone is like they're having to fight the elements around them to really fight for the the space to be an entrepreneur, right? Like because people will tell us what we need to do, and all of the things that really work against what our spirit wants us to do. So, and I'm going to have you on for another episode. It's called Design Your Life.
all
And
right.
I think that what we need to know as creators in this world, as entrepreneurs and creative spirits in this world, is what is it that we really want, what's the life that we want to design, and reverse engineer it from there. So Hans, and I know you have several accomplishments, and you're accomplishing those things and showing other people that they can do them without the need for these high level credentials and that sort of thing. But can you explain to me the outcome of your ideal life, like how you want it designed? What are you doing on a given day? How many days a week are you working? What type of travel schedule? Like, are you traveling, every other month, or like are you vacationing? Like, can you explain to me what your idea of your ideal design life looks like?
I got this thing called excuse me, the 4 quarters of life, and you and I discussed that,
Uh-huh.
right? So I'm in my third quarter of my life. And so I say quarters, guys, because I talk about it. And my analogy is football. I think football is the closest analogy that you get to real life, right? And I think when you get a certain age, you're in that halftime stage, right?
Mm.
And at halftime, you go into the locker room and you improve on what you did. You look at what you've done the first 2 quarters of your life. You scratch whatever wasn't working. You take
Mhm.
whatever worked and you improve on it, and then you add stuff to it. And then you hit that real most important quarter, which is the third quarter. The third quarter is where you grind your ass off, right? You don't give two shits about what anybody says.
Mm-hmm.
You get ready for the defense, and the defense is life, whatever life throws at you, whatever your business throws at you. And you wake up every morning, that's you in the huddle, and you make a plan for that day. And that day, when you get out that huddle, meaning when you're done praying and you get out that huddle, you get ready for that day, and you know that that day is going to come with a lot of adversity because 9 times out of 10, nothing runs smooth. You're always going to have to pivot, right? You're going to have to call audibles. You're going to get ready for the defense. So right now, this is my third quarter of my life, and I'm grinding my butt off because in the fourth quarter, I want to be up by 30 points. I want to be chilling. So all these
Mm-hmm.
mentees that are on the bench right now in the fourth quarter, I want them to get off the bench, and I'm gonna sit on the bench, and I could watch them go from sitting on the bench to being starters. You know what
Right.
I mean? So I'm in that point in my life where I'm grinding my butt off because I still got my home health, I got
Mm-hmm.
my ambulance company, and I got my pharmacy that I'm trying to open up. Well, I'm gonna open up in 2023.
There you
So
go.
those are my goals. So that way, in the fourth quarter of my life, which is 2024, 2025, real quick, I'm gonna be relaxing. And my relaxing is just doing random acts of kindness for people. Do
Mm-hmm.
free speaking engagements,
Mm-hmm.
go to college and pay somebody's tuition and not even tell them who I am. I
Mm-hmm.
just want to do that because I tell everybody at the end of the day, I want to close my eyes for the last time. When I do, I want God to say, you know what, good job. You
Yeah.
didn't take everything I gave you and you hoarded it. You
Right.
didn't take the talents I gave you and you kept it to yourself. You like you blessed others, and that's how your name lives on. So I don't measure my success by how much I got. I measure my success by how much I can help other people get. That's
I
the
love that.
grind.
Yes,
So
yes. And you know what's so funny is that we're talking about all these seasons, and we frequently get told, like, as an entrepreneur, that we need to find this whole balance, right? And
mhm.
in my world, it's like there's a season for balance, and then there's a season for focus. So right now is a and then there's a season for laser focus where you can absolutely, like, only, especially if you don't have certain commitments and kids and significant others, you can get a laser focus on, and really get hone in what it is that you want to do. But I feel like sometimes we feel inadequate because we're stretching ourselves thin, and then we consider, like, the wins that we have, we're not appreciating them as wins. Like, we're not really we're not showing gratitude, and we're not showing ourselves grace when it comes to that. What do you say to those of us that get, like, we get really discouraging towards ourselves because we feel like we're not doing enough? Like, what do you say to yourself on those days?
I say monitor what you give to other people, right?
Mm.
I was talking to a friend of mine today and she quoted Psalms and I forgot. And don't I'm a big believer in God. I got a great relationship with him, but don't ask me to quote a Bible verse, right? But it was talking about my cup runneth over. And she
Mhm.
gave me a really crazy analogy or how she interprets that that verse. And it was like you can't pour into people when you're half full. So what I tell the people is take time to yourself. Make sure that you fill your cup up with everything that you desire and everything you want. And then that way, when your cup runneth over, you're pouring into other people all the excess that you've gotten, right?
Right.
So you're doing things not feeling drained. You're
Yeah.
doing things because you filled your cup up first, and then you've allowed it to overrun. And now you're giving all these people this excess blessing that you got. So I tell people when you're feeling overwhelmed, make sure it's not because, or you're feeling drained, make sure it's not because you're letting people pull too much from you.
Mm.
Take time from yourself, and make sure that you satisfy yourself and get everything that God got for you so you could bless everybody else. And I told her, I was like, yo, that's a bar, right? She told we was talking about it today. And
Yeah.
she was like, that's something that you want to post because it resonated with me. And I want to make sure that, it's something that people understand. So I'm going to take that with me and understand that sometimes I'm going to have to tell people no and take time to
Mm.
myself. Make
Mm.
sure I focus on my plan with God. And I always tell people this: make God your business manager. You know what I mean? You can't go wrong that way because He's
Right.
gonna whisper things in your ear, and He's gonna probably. I tell people all the time, like when I made God my business manager, we got a very funny relationship. We don't always agree. He gets on my nerves, I get on his. And I know people think I'm being disrespectful when I say that, but the truth is that um the truth is he gets on my nerves because there's things that I want, and I know that he's like, no, you're not ready for it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And I'm like, dang, I want this now. I want to do this now. I want to do this live now. I
Mhm.
want to make $1 million with my classes now. And I'm
Mhm.
like, and God's like, this ain't the time. And then I get on his nerves because there's probably a day that I should be, grinding. And I took that time off and he's whispering, now, go read this book. Go do
Right.
this. Go hook up with Shannon. I'll talk to her later. And he's like, you don't really want it. So it's like, I make sure that, at the same time that when we're grinding and I listen to him, that everything just starts working out. Like it's amazing. Like if y'all just really, really, really tap into how blessed we are, and if you don't want to know, if you really just want to figure out how blessed you are, just go to the beach. And that shit is
Mhm.
amazing. Like I just look at the infinite water. I'm like, yo,
Yes.
I did this? Like God did this?
Yep.
What the hell? There's nothing I could do. Like I was at a damn seminar trying to figure out how to open up my own hospital. Like if he could do what he's doing,
Yep.
and I tell people, I'm gonna be real with you, and I know this is crazy off topic. I knew DJ Khaled when DJ Khaled was just a DJ, like nobody. But that energy he had and
Mhm.
that belief he had in God, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's even weird. Like this dude was that same dude walking into my Sprint store when I worked at Sprint, and he had that same energy.
Mhm.
And but I noticed his number one album is just blessing God.
Yep.
Saying God did. And it's like, y'all do that, man. I'm gonna see all y'all owning your own brands like Shannon, owning your own ambulance companies like me. It's like, yo, we got one time, man. We got one life to live, man. I'm not doing this shit over because I'm not getting a do over. You know what I'm saying? So it's not promised that we're gonna make it to the fourth quarter. It's not promised that we're gonna make it to the end of the game. So I'll take everything like run this, man. There's nothing my kids. Yeah, I went skydiving the other day, like with my
How was
21.
that experience? Like, first of all, like what even brought that idea about?
I don't want to say no to anything.
Hmm.
My daughter is 21, and that was her birthday gift to herself. So I'm praying to God that my belief in being able to do anything, and my kids are not allowed to use the word can't.
Mhm.
And so when I opened my restaurant in Lenox Mall, it wasn't because I wanted to open up a restaurant. It was because I had an opportunity to open up a restaurant in the most popular mall in all of Georgia, just so I could put that grain of um, belief in my kids that they could do whatever the hell they want.
So
You
hold
see
on,
what I'm
huh?
saying?
We're not just gonna skirt past that. So you are a serial entrepreneur. You have a restaurant as well. Tell us a little bit about like you just like glazed right past that. You have a restaurant in one of the most popular malls in the world. What is the name of this restaurant and
The
how can
name of
we get to it?
the Yeah, it is, no doubt, man. The name of my restaurant is called And Cheese, ATL, where
Uh
we
huh.
sell gourmet grilled cheese restaurants. We're an exclusive boutique restaurant. It's ridiculously delicious. God is truly blessing us. We're on the third floor. We're right by Bloomingdale's. And that's what I tell my employees. Like I'm telling y'all, like, yo, we are by Bloomingdale's. We're by we're by Louis Vuitton. Like we are in a mall. Like I share
Crazy.
a space. And yo, you are not gonna find my restaurant in the food court. I don't move that way. All right. We are by we're by billion-dollar companies. If that don't scare you, if that don't put the hairs on your arms to raise, like if that don't give you goosebumps, I don't know what will. And if that don't tell me God can't do anything for me, I don't know what he's gonna have to do for me to believe that he could do anything.
Hmm.
I don't know what people's beliefs are, and I'm not trying to force that down your throat. I always tell my employees and I tell my mentees, I'm not the end all be all. I just tell y'all what works for me. Y'all decide what works for y'all. But that restaurant right there is called And Cheese ATL. You can look us up on Instagram, and it's a boutique restaurant. We got jazz playing, and I love the diversity that comes there. Like you'll always be in there. There'll be different races, different ages, and it's just a nice vibe, man. Just a
Yeah.
place where you can work and chill out. And I did all that because one day I believed that I could start an ambulance company, and I
Hmm.
got one truck, I got one employee, and I was blessed enough to get one patient. With my belief, that one patient came to 22 patients.
Hmm.
That one $5,000 a month came to 120,000 a month, to 5 trucks, to start my own home health, to start my own restaurant, to blessing me with people like you, to say, hey, you got all this, Hans. but I'm gonna help you create a foundation. I'm gonna help you do what you got to do. So just praying like Tampa did, God did. Like yo, I'm 100. Like yo, I lost both my parents in less than 2 years. Like I'm not fucking around.
Yeah.
I could iron on your joint to just be on here. Like no, I'm on here to tell people we ain't got that much time, bro. Take a chance, invest in mentorships, invest in classes, and let's get this game. Like let's win this thing.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it's the football analogy, right? And once the game's over, you can't go to God and be like, "Yo, can I play again?" He's like, "I gave you everything.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna run it. Somebody tell me, let's start something. If it makes sense, I'm gonna start it." I was on the phone with this lady trying to find out how to open up a storage facility.
Yeah. And that
Yeah,
I think
I'm
that's
on it.
one thing that sometimes is it can be our blessing and curse as entrepreneurs is that because we know we can do it. Like, and here's the thing, I tell people all the time, never ask me if I can do it because I'm going to tell you 1000% yes. If you
Yeah,
ask me, can I fly a plane? My answer is going to be yes.
I
Now,
flew a
whether
plane, by the way.
See, you're full of surprises. It's something
Yeah.
new every single time, Hans. But the idea here, though, is when we're in our season of focus, we have to make sure that what we're doing, we set ourselves up to be successful, and we scale that one thing, and then we can move over and create some other moves and some other waves. But I see this all the time, and I'm guilty of this as well. It's entrepreneurial ADD, and we get to the point where something's going so well, not saying we sabotage it, but we
Yes, we
kind of
do.
we do sabotage it. But the way that we
We do.
sabotage it is that we get excited about something else, and then the thing that we were once doing is not as pressing and not as much of a burning desire. And sometimes we confuse that with, hey, we're not wanting to do this anymore, or it's not going to be as successful as my new burning desire and idea. And I just feel like these are the times that test us to make us like really either double down on what it is that we're doing that works, which most of the time we don't do that. We flip the switch. But here's the thing too, like sometimes you'll find an opportunity that branches from the exact same thing that you're already doing. So for instance, Hans, with you, the home healthcare space is not far at all from the ambulance space. So can you tell me a little bit about how that works together and what it is that you do? What is home healthcare?
Home health is where I provide staffing. I provide nurse staffing for
Mm-hmm.
people that are critically ill and can't leave their house. So I
Got
do it for pediatric patients. One thing I say about this is whatever y'all do, business is simple. Don't overcomplicate it, right?
it.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna touch on a couple of things you said. When I started the ambulance company, it was really I got this thing that I say, find the need, provide the service. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. That's business. Find the
Mm-hmm.
need, provide the service. So when I started transporting patients, and I'm transporting Miss Shannon Wooden to her house every day, and then I'm looking at you like Shannon, who's those nurses? Oh well, my insurance pays for a CNA and an LPN to be here 8 hours a day. Oh, you got home health services? All right. And
Mm.
then I noticed more of my patients got home health. All right. So now I'm gonna provide a home health. Find the need, provide. Okay, I see the shout out instant. Thank you for
Well,
Angie.
somebody asked in the chat there, so I was just showing them this grilled cheese goodness, which I'm on a herbal cleanse right now. So all this great cheese and I don't know, I might even, but there's a vegan version. We did try the vegan version, so that was good too. But yeah, this is it's a little bit of a of of an enticing, like something I
Yeah,
probably
you got me
wouldn't
hungry.
eat.
Look at the
Look,
sandwich right there.
look, I'm scrolling with my eyes closed, y'all. So I want to give y'all the goodness without feeling guilty right now, because Lord knows I've been doing good. So
Woo!
but yeah, so
That's
shout out
good, man.
to
That's a
Angie.
blessing right there. I love that.
And
I
I'm
love that.
also,
Listen, and
what's
it's
up?
so funny, right?
Uh-huh.
When people like you don't realize, like not you, but people don't realize, like this ain't about the money.
Mm-hmm.
I get it all the time. Like I'm helping other people start an ambulance company,
Mm-hmm.
and I post this all the time. People say, "Yo, why are you helping other people start the same business you're in?" And this one girl told me this back in 2008. She was helping me start my tax business in 2008. And
Mm-hmm.
she came into my office, her and her husband, and they helped me set up my systems and everything. And I told her she passed away of cancer at 33. And I
Mm,
said, yo, Nicole, why are you helping me start a tax business? And
mhm.
she said, huh, what God got for me, you can't take.
Hmm.
And I want people to understand that. Like, I'm not worried about people being crazy. Like, I just want to bless others. And the more I bless others, the more I get blessed. Like I got so if y'all listen, I was on TED Talks. All right. If I don't
Congratulations,
even
by
understand,
the way.
I don't even thank you. If I don't even know if that's not like if that ain't God, I don't even know because that was something I wrote down. Like I'm
Mhm.
gonna be doing this, that in 2022, and I wrote it down and affirmations and confirmations and whatever you want to call it, declarations. It was like part of my plan. But now I get more enjoyment watching other people that I've helped,
Mhm.
get an ambulance on the road. Like that's like crazy to me. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So yeah, man.
That's exactly my realization too. And what happened was I had to come to the realization that I've actually been able to amass like more wealth helping people and teaching people how to do what I did than actually doing the thing because there's capacity to it and there's only so much my hands can do what my mind can do within that, controlled business. But when I can help others do it, now my impact grows way greater than my personal income. And once I realized that became the game to me. Like it's like I don't even think about the money coming in as much as I think of how many people can I affect and how many ways can those people affect change and like what is my true impact score. Like I look at that like it's a video game. Like I'm playing every game every day of life as if like what's my impact score. And the days that I promise y'all this, the days that I feel the worst are the days when I feel like I didn't get a chance to make impact that day. Like maybe I was doing too much paperwork and checking emails and I didn't feel connected to people. I didn't feel connected to my purpose and the source that day. And when I can sort of gauge that, then I understand what my true purpose really is. And when I can hear from someone that even if they give me credit for everything, and I know it's not me, I'm just providing a tool, I'm providing a service, I'm providing a little inkling of what it is that you already had to become great, right? But if I get any little snippet of that, it makes my whole, not just my whole day, but my whole life worth it. And when
Yeah,
you get a chance to experience that one time, like you talk about like dopamine, like that is the ultimate response that you can have in this life is to be able to really encourage and truly help somebody else. So when we
yeah,
make that a part of our daily plan, make that a part of how money is deposited in our bank accounts, how we care for our families and take care of our responsibilities, it is the most phenomenal way that you can live life.
yo, it's crazy. And you said something earlier, and I want to touch on it. Like, am I scared of success? Fuck yeah. Wait, am I supposed to curse?
You're not
Oh,
on
oh,
YouTube.
my bad, my
Uh,
bad. My bad. But I'm just gonna lie. You said something about sabotaging our future, and it's true, man. It's like sometimes we self-sabotage it because some of the things that we ask God for, when it starts happening, be like, I mean, you just think like, damn, I'm not really prepared, or I'm not prepared for the responsibility it comes with. I'm not prepared to be on this stage because if I put myself on this stage now that I asked for, meaning like you put yourself in a position for people to really look at you different. It's a scary feel. Like success is scary. I'm not. Don't let nobody tell you it's not. It is. The responsibility that comes with it is very. It can be daunting. But on the other side of that fear, it's amazing.
yeah.
It's like because when you can do the things that you can for people, and you said something about getting distracted. I always say, like I said, I don't know what anybody's religious belief is. If that's the world, whenever you're onto something really great, the world, the devil, whoever you want to call it, they'll throw distractions at you.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you know that you're dating the right person, everybody else wants to give you their phone up.
Yep.
Like whenever you know that you're about to come up with this business plan and stuff like that, people be like, yo, I got this business for you. I got this. You want to jump on this? I was see, I did not curse.
Stay the course.
I
Yeah.
was about to say stay focused because that
Yeah.
happens to me all the time. And then
Yeah.
I embrace it now. Like I embrace it. When I know I'm onto something good and everything starts getting thrown my way to distract me, I'm like, yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
see this. All right, let's run it. I know
Yeah.
what to do. You know
Yep.
what I mean? So I tell people just to chime back on what you said, stay focused. Stay, and then like we talked about, right? Let your cup get full and
Yes.
run it over because you stay
Yep.
focused and you didn't pour into this and pour into that and pour into this. And now you running on empty because you try to find so many different ways to fill your cup. Stay focused, keep your eye on the prize, let your cup run it over. And it almost goes back to this saying. I always tell people, stay focused on one thing and doors will open up.
Mm-hmm.
If you stay focused on, like if I stay focused on my ambulance joint and look what happened. I didn't have to worry. Like people was like, yo, do this with your company. Nah, good. I'm just doing dialysis. And dialysis, when I became one of the best, I'm not even gonna say, when I became the best in
Best. Yeah.
transportation and dialysis,
Yeah.
I started doing movie sets, getting paid $250 an hour. I was doing wound care. I was getting transporting patients out of state for eight, nine, $10,000. I was like, for the first year, I just want to be the best at this. And I
Yes.
realized once I became the best at one thing, I'm good at everything. Like, and
Yes.
I tell people all the time, like that saying that says a jack of all trades is better than what? You know what,
The
Shannon?
a master of none.
Yeah. But then it also says, but better yet, but better than a master of one. See, people stop it at you don't want
Mm-hmm.
to be a jack of all trades. I do want to be a jack of all trades. I'm managing businesses. I'm not running them.
Hmm.
I don't know how to make no damn grilled cheese sandwich, but we got the best grilled cheese sandwich in all of Atlanta. I
Yep.
know. I know when you come to being successful, you don't run businesses, you manage.
Yeah. That's
Shaquille
true.
O'Neal was a basketball player. Because he focused on basketball solely, it opened the
Mhm.
door for him to be an actor, for him to be a brand ambassador for so many other. He probably just said, I'm just going to play basketball after high school and college. And you focus on one thing, and doors will open. Be
Mhm.
the best at one thing, and people will gravitate towards you,
Right.
and opportunities will come. Steve
Right.
Harvey, comedian, from being a comedian, he hosts his beauty pageants, he hosts his TV show. Like one thing opens doors for so many of it. Like we said,
Right.
that cup runneth over.
Mhm. And
You know what I mean?
that's one thing that I don't think we get to hear a lot of. And I tell people all the time that me knowing Photoshop, it sounds really trivial, but Photoshop itself, just being really, really great at that one thing, opened doors for me in engineering, opened doors for me. Like I got an engineering scholarship and to a graduate program, and I didn't even have an engineering bachelor's degree. I didn't even take any engineering undergraduate classes, but because I knew how to problem solve and I knew how to make things work and I knew how to make these phenomenal presentations, and I was really curious and serious about how to just make things work, it allowed me to use that tool to get into so many different doors. So my goal is to get you all to really identify and hone in and really do great, have ultimate confidence in one area. One area, if you have confidence in one thing, you can conquer anything. And that's what I want you to know. Like, I want you to know when you see how difficult someone says, oh, you do Photoshop, I can't do that. Somebody told me one time, like, oh, you did engineering, I can't do that. And I was like, well, I've never told myself I can't do it. It's just a matter of, whether it was worth the resources that go into it. So I don't imagine that the standard language should really include the word can't, but at the same time, you should be able to subscribe to the things that you want to subscribe to and to the things that are going to benefit you best in your current situation. Not saying that I won't start a restaurant sometime in the future, but as of right now, a restaurant will not be the thing that's going to build my current trajectory. Mine is on the path of designing, it's on the path of creating technological solutions, even inventing a few things like the buddy system and the jigs and stuff. Like, I want to make sure that I have the mental space every single day and I have the capacity every single day to make space for the opportunities that I know that I'm going to excel in, that I want to excel in, right?
Check
But
this
when
out, Shannon.
what's that?
You're gonna open up a restaurant regardless. People don't really understand that your brand and because of who you are, like you the damn goat. I will start a restaurant with you just because of the feeling. Like my business partner is well known in Atlanta. His
Yeah.
name's Jonathan Gooch, right?
Mhm.
Drives Atlanta. He doesn't do nothing but promote my restaurant on Instagram.
Yeah.
Opportunities came to him because of who he is. He doesn't run the register. He doesn't do anything. But because I knew he was great at marketing and he was good at putting stuff on Instagram and just promoting the restaurant, I was
Hmm.
like, hey, do you want to run my restaurant with me? So you can still focus on those things, and because of who you are and your spirit and what you do, and people see your
Hmm.
work ethics, opportunities are going to come where you don't ever even have to be there, and you're
Right.
collecting a check because your name is Shannon Woodard,
Yeah.
and people know what you come with. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and you're
Appreciate that,
saying
huh?
you say what now?
I appreciate that. Yeah, what I'm working on now is, and I've been working on it pretty quietly, but helping people to expand their business with the tools and the tool set that I do have, and doing equity based deals where I'm helping them grow and scale their businesses by basically taking part ownership of it so that I can grow it as if it's my own. So here like I'm so much more selective with my time and energy now because basically like I'm co-CEO and stuff with people that like I have to see it through. Like this is an extension of me now. And I think that if we looked at everything that we did as a partnership, like we looked at it as an extension of ourselves, essentially our brands, we would treat it way different. Like if we were even on somebody else's job, if we thought that that was our business too, we would treat that so much different. We would
Hell
show
yeah.
up on time. We wouldn't have an attitude with customers because our name would be directly attached to it. And that's how I want all of us to live and design our lives. Like everything that we do is a direct extension of our brand. And we are a direct extension of God's brand. So we have to make sure that the things that we're doing are in alignment and that they're actually making sense for who we are, what we want to represent, and essentially what we want to do every day. Because if you have a choice of that, and we do, just to let y'all know, we all have a choice, and there are no limitations, only in our minds. But when you know that there's a choice for that, and you wake up like really with a burning desire to do the things that you have on your list for today, it doesn't even feel like work. And I pray that everyone gets a chance to experience that, that we all get a chance to not have to beg someone for time off so that we could actually spend time with a loved one that might even be sick, like so
That
that
don't
we can,
feel right.
yeah.
That don't feel right.
It doesn't even feel natural. Like it feels
It
like,
doesn't. You be
it feels
like,
like you're caged.
brother, you telling me I'm sick, but I don't have no more sick days. What part of this don't make sense
What
to
yeah,
you?
exactly.
But
Exactly.
here's what I want you to do, Shannon, because I got people blowing up my Instagram, and I do have you on live. So because I'm gonna now give you some questions so people can know who I'm talking to,
Okay.
can you introduce yourself and tell people what you do and how they reach you?
Absolutely. My name is Dr. Shannon. Would not sometimes forget the doctor, so I don't mind if you do too. I have a PhD in industrial engineering. However, I was recently, about 3 years ago, decided to make t-shirts on YouTube, and immediately got to six figures in 6 months. So and the secret to that was I wasn't actually making shirts. I was helping people do what they love to do and helping other creatives reach their mental and their financial and also their creative freedom. So what I do is I help creatives really turn their creativity into cash flow. So I also help people with branding because I think all of us underestimate that we are creatives. If you are starting your own business, if you are in the position right now where you are conveying your ideas to someone else, you are creating something. Every time you create anything, or here's how I tell people: no money was ever created, no invention was ever created without a creative thought first. So my goal is to help people get the creative thought out of their minds and make sure that it monetizes, right? So sometimes that's in the form of helping people with apparel brands. Sometimes that's in the form of helping people with Photoshop and getting their ideas out of their head and onto a t-shirt or a banner or a car wrap or anything of that sort. Like really and truly, my goal is to be the facilitator of your creativity so that you can realize how valuable it is. And that is the most valuable. Matter of fact, it is your superpower to be creative. And I'm just here to facilitate you on that journey for that. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook as Innate Lab, INNATELAB. And I'll be happy to have you along for the ride.
Now, she is super dope. She is at Innate Lab, so it's INNATELAB. She just joined the Instagram. She's trying to, like, she's being modest. Like, this chick made 100K in one day. I don't like. We gotta tell people. People don't realize that numbers don't lie. Like she is gonna be one of those people that when you go to the Circle CEOs event, when you go to any event, you're gonna see her marketing. You're gonna see her booth up. She's got employees. She's the real deal, and she's teaching me so much. I gravitated to her. I'm like white on rice. I'm not like I'm stuck to her because every day I'm learning so much. And so many times we, as individual entrepreneurs, we don't understand this branding internet space. As successful as I am right now in social media, my 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 administrator just texted me. I'm sorry. As successful as I am in starting an ambulance company, this was a different space. Starting a master class and learning how to just navigate through Instagram, and now she's doing stuff on YouTube. And Shannon is, if you guys want to join a mentorship program to scale your business, follow her, please. It's a blessing in disguise. Like, we're not even selling y'all nothing. I'm just trying to tell y'all, like, it's so crazy how people want advice. And I'm not saying anybody's doing this, but when people give it to them, and I'm guilty of this, or I used to be, they think there's something to it. You know what I mean? Like, why they giving away? They trying to say, we ain't selling y'all nothing. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, the path of least resistance is to get a mentor like Shannon. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. If you got something that you want to excel in, if there's a brand that you don't know how to market on the internet, if you want to start your own t-shirt clothing design company, like, she is the GOAT. Like, and we didn't come here scripted like, hey, you're gonna talk about me, I'm gonna talk about you, and you big up the nah, it's just like, how can we bless people? It's the time of Thanksgiving, and it's the time where information is readily available. And if we can continue to be blessed by blessing others, that's my job. Like, that's how I sleep at night. If I
Right.
gotta wake up every day and say I helped one person get closer to their dream, I'm good. And so, other people measure success by how much they could acquire. I say I measure it by how much I can help others acquire it.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you guys, my mentor, my admin, she is my heart and soul of my company, Kylie, told everybody, I need y'all to share this live with 5 other people. I hope I just said that right. So share this live with 5 other people. I got a crazy giveaway that I'm gonna start doing in January. So if anybody's on this live and y'all thinking about getting a masterclass, hold on. Don't get my masterclass yet. Me and my partner in crime, my accountability partner Shannon, we trying to figure out the best way to unroll what I'm gonna do for you guys in the next coming weeks. So don't buy the masterclass. That's what I'm saying. We're not here trying to make millions. We ain't even here we trying to help people out. So don't buy the masterclass.
What
Don't even.
what you want to do? Let me know right now, because I like to do stuff live in the spot in the moment. If they get the shares, what do you want to do? You want me to do the special price tonight?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay, well, so how many people you got live right now?
I don't know how to count this. You know that? It's like I
Okay,
scroll up, it's a
let,
lot of
hold on.
people.
No, I got it. So listen, y'all. This is the blind leading the blind, because y'all already know I can do anything on this here computer, but on the phone I'm a little challenged. I'm not gonna say I can't do it, but it's a bit challenging. Okay, so let's see if in the next. I like this gamification, because let me tell you something. People pull through when they want to pull through. Okay, let me make sure I
Okay.
sent Kim, and y'all make sure that y'all hang out too. We got Kim coming on at 7:30.
I
Kim
got
Perry.
20 people on. I got 20 people on. Kylie just told
Okay.
me.
All right. So listen. So we need 10 more people on right now. So if y'all share and we get to 30 people, then we'll take the master class down from 9.97 to what, Hans? What you want to take it down? What is worth it to you if you get a 50% increase in your live views right now? What's worth it to you to take it down to?
So you said if I go from 20 to 40 people,
Well,
I'm gonna
20
sell
to
my
30.
master.
So
10
10%.
ain't enough. I can't do it for
Oh, but
10 because I'm
let's
about to
go to
drop this
40.
real low.
Hey, listen, I'm always being easy on them. So my Erica, the admin of our group, like, she's always getting at me for being too easy. So we need some shares, y'all. Y'all got to get the
Yeah, if
sharing.
y'all share it with like 30 people and I get 30 more people on within the next 20 minutes, and I see some people like Investor off the block just got it, and Reginald Garrett got it. We're gonna drop it to like my mentor told me 699, but I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna drop it off to 349. We're gonna keep it.
Whoa.
I'm gonna drop it to 349 like right now. If we get 50 people on this live. I know Kylie's gonna kill me. Kylie, don't call me after we do this live cursing me out, please.
That's how Erica is with us. Like I'll be working out. Oh, you know what? I didn't know. Let me see if my people did that stuff. Let me check on my people. Did y'all get y'all's? I said 25 shares. Let me check on y'all. Because I gotta see if we got our 25 shares, then I gotta give a free template. If we got 50 shares, I gotta give 3 free templates. Let me see. Let me see. Let me check on my babies.
I
What
tell
did
you, I
they
gotta
get?
get like 50 states with ambulance companies minority owned. Like I got to 2023 is where I'm gonna travel the United States opening up ambulance companies for different people.
I love that. I love that.
That's gonna be the
Yo,
goal. Like,
wait a minute. Okay, y'all tripping because any
oh
other
wow,
time
this is going
so
crazy right
listen,
now.
we got 62 shares. I told them if they get 50 shares, they got triple the amount of free templates. So
Wait,
I gotta
now wait, how do we know who's doing the shares?
no
Well, they're
see
gonna say
on mine I do Facebook, so they can when they share on Facebook, I get shares. But I
so
know
your
you
people
know
get
what y'all would
access to
keep,
my master class too.
huh?
Your people
But
gets access to my master class too.
if and look, if you get your people to do their stuff, then we can go ahead and make that special price happen. Then they could get 2 bonuses. If people want to do this, like this is an opportunity for you all. Y'all better help Hans people out over on Instagram. Y'all go to
Kylie,
Instagram and
Kylie, how many people we got?
share it on Instagram too. Cause look, teamwork makes the dream work. And see, here's the thing too. I know Erica is gonna check on y'all shares and make sure we didn't have a whole bunch of duplicate shares to the group.
Facts. Facts. Like y'all got to get people on. Like I need 50 people on. For me to drop it to where I'm at, if we got 20 and we get 50, I just dropped it more than 50%. I went from 999 to 350, 349. That's more than 50% off.
It is. It
Why?
is. So
Because again, the more we bless people, the more we get blessed. So,
that's the truth. So tell me this, how many people do you have on your live right now?
Kylie, how many people we got? You know Kylie Shannon. She talked to Erica.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Tell Kylie I said hello, and I thank her tremendously from the bottom of my heart for keeping you in line and keeping on up on top of stuff. Like I don't know if y'all know this, but when you
I
have
don't
someone
know.
in your life that can be a true a true admin in your experience, in your random entrepreneurial experience, it really does make the journey a lot smoother.
I don't know how Kylie puts up with me. So Kylie already knows when I make it, she made it. It's a done deal. Cause she called me, I'll return her calls. I'll be like, man,
I know my look. Everybody knows me like that too. Like, look, it's
I'm gonna show y'all this hat. This hat, what does it say?
what does it say? Yesterday is dead.
Yesterday's dead. Let's go. Forget about it. We're gonna make some money. Tomorrow's what I'm worried about.
I know that's right.
I joined from watching Facebook. You got Facebook,
Oh, and
Shannon?
Kylie's from Chicago too. Yeah, I'm on Facebook. We got 67 shares on the Facebook side.
So how we do it now? How do we get people to like they gotta text me 350 and then I'm gonna send it to my IG, my
Not
tech guy,
they're gonna DM you. All right, so tell them to DM you
promo
the
code or
word.
something?
Yeah. So how much do you want it to be? And then what we'll do when I give off of the live tonight, as long as you get the amount of response that you want it to get, then I will make sure that I help you go ahead and take that price down tonight so they get it by this Black Friday, Cyber
Well,
Monday kind
they
of
they
deal.
ain't getting it right now because Kylie told me we only on 21.
Oh, dang, you're gonna miss out. Well, I tell you what happens too. I'm gonna tell you like this. So I gotta go ahead and give my little people, not my little people, but y'all know, y'all my little loves. What templates I want y'all to say in the chat which template numbers that you want, and I'm gonna pick 3 of them. Uh-oh, minus 5 people shares. Well, technically, okay. Erica talking about no,
Minus
no.
5 people shares?
Well, we
Oh,
have to on my end because Erica is a stickler for the rules. Like, and you know what? That's what we need because I'm so soft sometimes. Listen, E says -5, so 62 -5, that's still 50. So they got the 50 shares, E.
I'm at 22. We doing something. I'm
Okay.
trying to get people this master class for 350. I don't know what to tell them.
140. Okay, so template number 142. All right, so the first three that y'all call out is what we're gonna do because we ain't gonna sit here all day. I see 142 asking you shall receive. So 142
You
is
at
going.
142?
No, that's my class number. Okay, listen, this is what I'm gonna do. It makes sense now. I'm gonna pull it up here.
I got people coming
142.
through. Okay.
Okay, okay. Y'all got a few more minutes. Y'all got a few more minutes to make it work.
Somebody else just
Listen,
joined.
when it's something they want, I don't know how they find a way, Hans, but they find a way. And this is indicative of the story of life. When you want something, you find a way or you find an excuse. Which
Yeah.
one is
Thank you,
it? You gonna
Kylie.
find a way or you gonna find an excuse? All right, so I got 142, 196, and 159. So I'm sharing my screen right now. I'm looking for 142. Hold on a second, y'all. Matter of fact, it might even be easier for me to do Control F, type in 142.
Yeah,
All right,
you
so
be having fun.
142. Okay, y'all want the lips template. E, if you will go ahead and mark these down to $0 until we're
So
off.
basically, what she's doing for everybody on IG, she's giving away free templates for all the people that do graphic designs and shirts and stuff like that to her group of people. So again, she is, you want to say your IG again for everybody
Yes,
on here?
yep, it's at Innate Lab. So it's INNATELAB. Innate
And
Lab.
and don't forget, y'all gotta like and share this with 5 other people for us to get to this monumentous
Like,
price
yeah, yeah.
big decrease.
Right, because that's major. I ain't even doing that. Well, I don't know, because I have a bundle where I took down so it's like an 80% off deal for R9. It's 997 for the entire year of you get the platinum VIP access to the program, which is normally $200 a month. So that's a $2,400 value right there. That's where we teach you the business side and the graphic side. So just like I'm helping to coach Hans on some stuff where it comes to what we could be doing to brand, to market, to put implement systems, things that I'm even learning. Like I'm learning this stuff too. I'm helping other entrepreneurs really hone in those level of details because that's really what we're missing. Right. And then on the
But
other side, I'm giving people the creative tools. Right. So I have the Automizer. It automatically designs and mocks your stuff up. Y'all see Hans right there on 195. He was one of the reasons why I came up with this smart template to design your YouTube cover, your YouTube thumbnails, your Instagram feed, and also like your Facebook uh, graphics all at one time on a smart template. The reason why is because I realize that this is necessary for people like us. We need this kind of content on the regular. I just made 2 YouTube thumbnails in like 10 minutes while we were setting up this podium. Or I'm not the podium, but the StreamYard link.
yeah,
Literally, because of those tools, we were able to get 2 YouTube thumbnails done in 10 minutes. Okay.
yo,
Check it
you
out.
already know you to go. This is crazy. Like you dropping so much people don't understand. Like, I want y'all to follow Shannon, please. If you want to even start a YouTube channel, like she's the person. If you want to get your website right, she's the person. If you want to get your back office right, she's the person. Outside, like I said, this don't have to be. Not, this has nothing to do with ambulance, nothing like that. This is just how 2 people can figure out a way to bless each other.
Right.
And we could talk all day. I could talk to y'all all day about Kylie. I mean, about Shannon and how much she's helped me with just my ambulance stuff and how to get this thing on social media. Because think about this, guys. When you guys are doing, when you start your ambulance business, what is everybody doing? They're on their phone. And she's
Mm.
going to help you reach social workers that are on their phones. So not only is she going to help you come up with great logos and marketing material, but she's going to help your Instagram and all your social media platforms be on point so that way you can market to the right people. Like Shannon knows everything about everything. So, you know, I'm just being honest. Like it ain't even like, how the young people say, I'm not capping.
But listen, Hans, I appreciate that, and I want us to start looking at what we do as making impact. And I promise, if we lead with service, like you're there to serve people, then we're gonna have the impact. We're gonna have the income. It's absolutely going to follow. So figure out who you can help and how you can be of service. If you figure out how you can be of service first, then you can start figuring out what is the value of that service. Y'all, I started out making YouTube videos at McDonald's just to get on Wi-Fi for free, just to be able to help people design on Photoshop and get their ideas out of their head and onto their computers and onto these shirts that they wanted to make. And it's only because I saw what people were making and I know they wanted more. I know they wanted to do more. I know they wanted to have better graphics. They just didn't know how. And because I knew how, I felt like it was not only an honor for me to help people, it was my duty. Like, you see a solution or a problem out there that you can solve, then automatically put yourself in position to solve those problems. I did one-on-ones at first. I did free. Erica, the admin at Innate Creatives, her first design was my first remembrance template. I did it for free just to help her out. And when I did that for free, it immediately turned into 30 sales of $20.
Wow.
So, and it's because I helped her for free. I did it on YouTube. I was showing complete compassion for what was going on with her. I was showing my skill set and how I could help others. And that immediately turned into 30 sales that day. So after that, I started realizing, well, I do have value in what it is that I can do to help people. And once you realize that, it awakens a whole nother part of your brain, your spirit, your body, everything that you're connected to starts to make sense now. Things are in alignment because what you're doing, the path that you're physically walking, the things that you're thinking, the things that you're feeling are all in alignment.
Yep.
And that's a very powerful thing for us to be able to experience. And I want that for all of us. So I'm just letting y'all know, because we got to get off of this live in a little bit. Hans, what you looking like over there? Are you getting your response that you need?
We was at 24, but we stagnant at
They
24.
dropping
So
off. They dropping off. Listen.
somebody
So,
asked me what's your Instagram handle, and I've seen way more than 24 people jump on here.
mhm.
I'm counting this. We definitely had or have a lot of people that's on here, but again, it's got to be a consistent
Mhm.
50. Next time we'll post it because definitely when we
And
post it,
that's what
we
we do. We'll give them another opportunity sometime in the near future. So that means they need to be looking out. Hey, also everybody on Instagram, whether you're on at Innate Lab or at the Real Solopreneur, go to the top where it has the notifications and make sure that you go ahead and swipe to the right and turn all those notifications on. That way you'll see whenever we're going live. For sure, you need to actually put it on to all lives and not just some of the notifications. And then also, whenever we make posts, we're frequently making posts that are giving free game or that are giving like even discounts and things of that nature. So this is the type of information that you want to tune into and tap into, right? Like you
yeah.
don't want to miss this. Like, I'm just letting my folks know right now. Once we end this live, those templates will no longer be free. Erica, let me know if you got those three in. The first three that popped up, I think they were 142, 196, and 159. Because once we end this live, that's it.
It's
That's
over.
it.
That 350 deal for the masterclass is a wrap.
Yeah, we had to do
Um,
that. We had to do that a couple times. Like, they didn't get enough shares, and Erica's not gonna let me give them a deal if they didn't earn it. So she was like, "Nope, nope, Shannon, nope." And I was like, "Hey, well, the
and
answer is no."
here's the thing, though. And here's the thing that I want people to understand. I'm not selling you a product. I'm selling you
Mm-hmm.
an opportunity to make more money, an opportunity to live a comfortable life. I'm not selling you a product. I'm already there. So my whole thing is, I sell people an opportunity to make a better living for themselves, to have a sustainable business that they could pass on to their kids
Right.
and start the generational wealth process. So when we are doing stuff and we link up, Shannon and I, we put our superpowers together. We're trying to just tell people we're not out here trying to sell anything but an opportunity for you guys to live the lives you want to live. You know what I mean? So with that being said, it's 7:20. I'm about to jump off. Wait, am I supposed to jump off? I don't know.
Huh? Well, I mean, yeah, 7:20. We do have to end this one. We're gonna be back on 10 minutes. Hans, you're welcome to come back and watch us. We're gonna have Kim. I don't know if y'all have you met Kim yet? Um,
Mm,
Kim
Nah,
Perryman for she's in a event planner and it's easy peasy party planning. Does like when I tell you phenomenal events like top tier premium level like things that you would see in movie sets. So we're gonna have her come on and I want y'all to come back and meet me at 7:30. So like 10 minutes to do that. But like Hans, I know this was impromptu, y'all. We were just kind of like sitting around, like, you know what? We end up having these really great conversations, and I wanted to just have some of these conversations in front of you all because I think that you would benefit too from understanding what an entrepreneur's mind goes through, what the issues that we have to deal with, the things that have to be handled, the ways that we have to a lot of times talk ourselves up. Like we
she,
really do have to be self-motivating like 99% of the time. And I think that this is really helpful and encouraging for others to see so that you know you're not alone and we got you literally like in the position where you can see what we're going through too. And this is what
well,
we're being transparent about.
and listen, guys, we didn't make it to the 50, so there'll be another opportunity for you guys to get the masterclass at 350. We're gonna honor it when when we get to that 50, and we'll actually post it, and we'll do something else. I'll get with Kylie, I'll get with Shannon, and do it like Shannon said. This was an impromptu, but whenever Shannon asks me to do something, I feel blessed, and I'm always gonna jump at the opportunity to be there. But I really just want to share. Um, Kylie's telling me restate the offer. The offer will be once we get to like 50 shares and 50 people on a live, we will get to 300. We'll drop the
I don't
masterclass.
know, Hans, because that's not how it goes. Let me tell you. See, I'm being strict now. So next time you go live, basically before you make the offer, you see how many people are there, and it's got to double whatever it is. So if it's 50 people on it, then it's got to be 100.
Well, there you go.
That's
There you go.
it.
See, that's why she's my accountability partner. So the next time we do it, it will be 349, depending on whatever the challenge is. Tell them to like and share to get at least 50 people. But like Shannon said, if there's 50 people on there, we might say, hey, get 70 people on it. We're going to drop it to 349. But we're gonna do something real soon. Shannon and I, we talk almost every other day. Um, and she's definitely working with me. I'm working with her. But I want to tell y'all thank you again. And now I'm getting to 27 people. You see this crowd, Shannon? It's going up now.
Oh, I told
Anywho,
you it's I'm telling you when people want what they want, they find a way to get it. And
yeah,
and sometimes it's gonna happen at a different opportunity, but hey, it is what it is. If they don't get it, it just is what it is. Let's say you got 2 more minutes. Let's give them 2 more minutes. They got 2 more minutes.
2 more minutes.
Get it going.
2 more minutes to get to what we said, 40.
Let's
We're
see,
at
Coach B.
27.
We're supposed to do 142, 196, and because I said whoever put the first ones in 142, 196, 159. All right, so boom, that's what we got going on our side. Hans, what you looking like over there? They
We were at 27. It dropped to 21. I think people was like, they heard me
No,
say
they're
we gotta
giving
get
up. They're
off.
giving up. Well, listen, you know what? This was a phenomenal opportunity. I'm going to go ahead for the next, let's say, 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and let our templates be free because I thought Erica caught it, but she didn't catch it just then. So we're going to give y'all 10 minutes to go ahead and download templates number 142, 196, and 159. They will be free on the Academy. So the academy.innatelab.com. And I'm gonna go ahead and get off this thing so we can go ahead and get our girl Kim set up for this evening. And I will see y'all in a little bit. Maybe if y'all share that video, yeah, then we have something else going on. Let's see.
All right, yo, we appreciate you. Love you, Shannon. You hit me up when you're done. I'm still in Miami. I'll be back in Atlanta tomorrow, God willing. I'm gonna talk to some of my live people, and we're gonna keep it 100. So love you again, always. All right.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Hans. Everybody, make sure that you give flowers in the chat. You throw some flames in the chat. You throw some diamonds in the chat. I got Kim calling me up right now. Let me go ahead and answer her call real quick. Kim, I got
All
you on
right.
the live real quick, baby. You good? Hey, how do I get on? You go to
And
the initial link that I sent you. Hold on. I'm gonna call you right back, okay? Well, you just stay on the line. Hold on, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and wrap
Shannon,
this up.
I'm gonna jump on my live real quick. I'm gonna talk to you later.
Yep. Thank you so much, Hans. We appreciate you. Thank you for sharing your life, your journey with us, and we look forward to having you back on the YouTube, bitch.
Oh man, let's make it happen. Love you.
Yep. Like we appreciate you. We love you dearly. And until next time,
Let's get it.
bye.
All right.
Bye.